Welcome to episode 181 of the Dumbworks podcast. Mama Rhodes here to recap your week in wrestling. It's a pretty gloomy, miserable Saturday today. My kind of day. How are you guys doing?
Doing good. Yeah, it's my type of day too. Time to go to sleep right after this is over.
Lay in bed, relax.
That's the game plan.
Put on the UFL game at 1 o'clock and just chill.
Will you make it through?
Because of the gloomy day or because it's football?
Both. Because of you.
I forgot that even came on, so I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, 1 o'clock kickoff today.
Mm-hmm.
This is the merger, right? This is when it begins.
This is when it begins.
Yeah.
So the game.
Dawn, that's a good question.
USFL champ versus XFL champ.
Okay. Dawn asked a good question at work. He was like, "Will The Rock be out there, all the he who shall not be named, to make the grand opening?"
Oh, he's gonna be there.
Will you get corporate Rock? Will you get TKO Rock? Or will you get the final boss?
You get final boss.
You're getting Dwayne the football player.
You get
Dwayne Johnson.
Well, at work we have the Papa Tui brand at work, and we have the promo plastered on the TVs in the back, and it's just The Rock cutting a 2-minute promo about the Papa Tui, just introducing the line. And I'm just waiting for the F your story line. I'm just waiting for the class. I can't have corporate Rock and final boss Rock in the same world. Give me one of the other.
Same world.
In the same world.
So he was on I think it was Jimmy Kimmel like a week or two ago, and hyping up the Papa Tui and hyping up WrestleMania, doing hyping up UFL, all that kind of stuff, just making his rounds. And he was like, Kimmel asked him, like, I think it was like right after they were in, was it Utah? Like whenever he was making fun of the crackheads or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like right after that. Phoenix, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Kimmel would ask him, like, oh, like you say this stuff, like how do you get away with saying it? He goes, I love saying it. He goes, like he starts like becoming Dwayne. I was like, oh, fucking kayfabe. Like it's fun, like to still watch them, and hear them. It's just like I miss the days, like whenever, like they would just go out there and be like, "Well, they are crackheads."
Yeah,
that's why I call them crackheads.
Stay in character, 24/7.
Yeah.
The only person who does that, Paul Heyman.
Yeah, and MJF.
Yes, that's it.
No, that's what I want to talk about starting. But is there anything you guys want to talk about before we start? Before we jump into that?
It's your show, man.
No, okay. So we'll talk about Mama Rhodes. We'll talk about that whole Monday night segment since that's on nobody's Mount Rushmore. Thoughts, ups, downs, opinions?
Go, Chris.
I felt like after watching it, because I missed it live. Like at the end segment, I kind of like maybe like hour and a half into Raw, I just shut it off, and so it's like I missed the ending, so I had to go back and watch it on social media.
You shut Raw off? That was a damn good show. Hard to please you, man.
Yeah. But it's like afterwards, I was thinking back, like, okay, every time he said, "Look at him" or "Mama Rhodes," I was like, if you played a drinking game out of that, you would have been fucking hammered.
You'd be drunk.
Mm-hmm. But like on Instagram, I think it was yesterday, he released like the whole like backstage segment, like at the ending of Raw, like uncut, and just like,
oh man, they need to show that.
Like Dwayne saying, "Fuck, how many times on this segment right now."
They showed it, but they showed it on SmackDown, but they cut a good bit of it.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Like they even did a thing after, like the cameras, like they went clear, and then like he kept going after that too. So like that was kind of cool to watch too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed it. I liked everything that they did from whenever they first came, when Rock first came out, which was a shock. And what they did, and then everything backstage was just chef's kiss. I mean, I had little issues with it. I told Jason about some of it at work already, like the "Look at me now." I mean, how many times can you say that with a Cuban accent, like he was Scarface or something? Look at me, look at you now.
I agree.
Yeah, like a little bit too much of that. And then Also, too, when does Final Boss get into a low level scrap? I'm like, man, you send your henchmen out for that. You don't come out there in no low level scrap. You the Final Boss, right?
You got to give him the run at one time.
I'm like, come on now.
Before that superpower fight at the end.
With
like 2 levels.
Yeah, this whole Final Boss Montag too. Like, you ain't M. Bison. You're not Dr. Wily. You're not Zeus. You're none of these video game final bosses. So it was like, come on now. We got to cut that out.
I seen they put that on Samoa Joe's new shirt.
Final Boss?
The Final Boss. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Did we get a CD?
He's not part of that bloodline.
I will say, when The Rock came out, I have grape soda to get out my carpet because I popped. I wasn't expecting it, but then when he left the ring, I was like, you don't just give me a stare off and then walk out. But then it all came back full circle, and I was thoroughly pleased. I enjoyed all of it. There were some. Go ahead.
I did do some quick research, but that was Rock's first backroom brawl since July 17th, 2000.
2000.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like actual in the back room fighting.
They said,
I'll give it
to the fans in your face.
Now, you all grew up in the Attitude Era with me, and I know I saw some people online talking about this, and I thought about it whenever I watched it too. Whenever like they got out to his bus, and like there was like the little ledge over the side.
100%. He was going over.
Like, 100%. Fuck your belt, type thing.
Yes.
Whenever he threw into the river.
I was thinking that. I thought he was going to throw him over the ledge.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Every time like he started like winding up, like grabbing his head, and, like about to throw him, I was like, "Is this where he's going over?" Then, well, he didn't, because I don't know what was on the other side, but. It's like that every time, every moment. I thought that's where I thought it was going.
And then his biggest foul was getting the vest wet in the rain. I like, you can't get that type of vest.
You had to play that for cinema. You had to.
You can't get that type of vest wet.
I love how the bus had the awning out, so you can get get a good bit of it under there.
What Pat McAfee say last week? Might even been on Raw this week. I don't remember when, but he goes. Cole said something to him like, "Oh, you're wearing your Final Boss shirt," and he goes, "The difference is I got this off the Amazon." I might know where The Rock got that one just because he knew it was in the rain.
I love the product placement. It was better than Prime. I didn't know Cody had a vodka or whiskey until that segment. So now with the language and the attitude, do you think this plays into the Netflix deal? Because they're saying you're getting uncensored TV. Do you think they ramp it up for Netflix, or are they just going to play it safe with the PG and then every now and then sprinkle in the attitude?
If they do it, still, I have an opinion on that. But if they do it, great, because then that'll be a difference between watching Raw and watching SmackDown. Instead of it being two of the same show, at least you would have something to characterize a difference with it. Yeah. I think right now they're doing this just because it's Rock and it's WrestleMania season. Yeah. I think after he's gone in a couple weeks, I think he'll be back to normal PG shit.
Damn, that on.
I turned off the chat. I can't even see Taco. Where's he?
Stuff we can't put up. That's what we're good.
So let's I guess we'll get into the ups and downs of Mount Rushmore's and the what will you call them this week? We'll just call them the jobbers this week.
Okay.
Anybody want to start it off?
Okay, go. Mine is Swerve versus Takeshita on Dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very, very good match.
Yeah,
between the two of them. You can see like the future in Takeshita a lot. Yeah, like he could definitely hang with like the best of them, and they're still going on this pathway of Swerve. Hopefully, Swerve do win against Joe. That's what I've been betting on the whole year since Swerve been on this run. Mm-hmm. The only thing I didn't like about it is how they're using Takeshita as a stepping stone for stuff. Like he lost to Ospreay, he lost to Swerve. I know there's two of the hottest wrestlers right now, but don't use your future as a stepping stone to get people who's already in place, more shine.
I want another Wardlow with him.
Yes.
He's hot and cool off and hot and cool off now.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when last year you were pushing him.
You were pushing him, yeah. He was undefeated.
Yeah.
Undefeated through most of the year. Yeah. He beat Kenny twice. One in the tag and one on one. And then now he's starting to get lost in the mix.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
How is that the family storyline going? I'm not paying much. I haven't paid much attention to it, but is he still like legit in the mix, or is there any turmoil? Because I need those two out of there. I need Hobbs and Takeshita out of there.
I bet ever since Ospreay showed up, I don't see them doing anything.
I've been paying attention, but they haven't really done much. I agree. Mm-hmm. It's more Callis and Takeshita, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing else part of the family. I feel like that's getting a storyline.
Mm-hmm. You just have Fletcher just go up against Ospreay whenever he came.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. Hobbs, I have no idea what Hobbs is doing. No idea. And then you just saw with Takeshita what he's been up to.
Those are two you should put on parallel paths going to the top.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
I feel like Hobbs is definitely going to get the Wardlow treatment. They're just going to insert him as the big man whenever he needs to be inserted as the big man.
Exactly.
We see star potential. We see possible future championship, run out of him. But it's just like jobber almost the way they treat him.
Yeah.
It's a shame. He deserves better than that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but that's my Mount Rushmore. The match between Swerve and Takeshita was amazing. It was very, very good.
How about you, Chris?
I'll continue on because mine was also on Dynamite. So mine was Ospreay and Shibata. It's that old. Donald had the main event. We also talk about the old thing, like the old adage of if you aren't the main event, you want to go on first. To set the tone for the night, and that's exactly what they did. It was two great matches to bookend the night.
Yeah.
Steve brought it up last week briefly. That we hate to see Shibata being treated like this too. Kind of what you were just talking about, Donald. Just kind of being a stepping stone. It's like Shibata deserves better than that too. But at the same time, I think Shibata is there to help elevate talent more than anything else. So he's definitely did his job on that on Wednesday night.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's not fully on the roster, is he? He's just
he is. Yeah, he's AEW. He got the All Elite graphic. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah. That was last year at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good match. Like you said, the bookend, like where they placed like their big matches at this week was really good with like Shibata, Ospreay in the beginning, in the middle, Private Party, Young Bucks. And then at the end, Swerve and Takeshita. I was like, you definitely hit like the Triforce in video game terms.
Yeah.
Like with that.
No, Jason brought up how Raw was a great show on Monday night. I thought Dynamite was just as good of a show on Wednesday night.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to hit on everything. We always bring that up. Like nothing, the whole show isn't going to be perfect. It's so hard to create a perfect program these days, but it can happen, but yeah.
And I enjoyed the women's four-way, like the storyline coming out of that.
Yes,
we go from there. Yeah,
I'm definitely interested in seeing where we go from here because I was expecting Mercedes Willow at Dynasty. Just to see Willow get another match and us possibly push this back, another month, or maybe that'll be Double or Nothing now. But
I'd rather see her cost Willow than to put it on Willow and have her take it off Willow.
I agree.
And that'd be like a little bit of a transitional type deal.
Because it's for the TBS championship, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
TBS.
Yeah, I don't need Julia to lose the belt yet.
No, Since you're doing such a good job with it.
Yeah.
And I was shocked that Anna Jay actually took the pin in that match and not Sky Blue.
Does Anna Jay get that backlash heat? Because of who she's with?
the jump boy heat.
Gotta go out there and take this pin for me.
Yeah. You want to keep your job, right?
Lana treatment. You put to the table every week.
But other than that, I do have like a 1B for the week. Just want to give a quick shout out. Shout out to Mustafa Ali. He's going to be on the cover of the next PWI. So that goes on sale, I believe they said sometime in April. He's the first Muslim on the cover and the first performer of Pakistani and Indian descent to be solo on the cover. So good for him.
Yes.
That's even 2 months in a row for PWI that a TNA champion's on the cover too.
That's good.
Yeah. Jordan was on it last month and he's on it this time.
Good. There he goes. Just not about two or three companies.
Exactly. There's a lot more in wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you my 1B for Mount Rushmore, and that's truth.
I'll put it out there. Tell me what I'm telling lies, I guess.
Look, we all analyze it for the awards at the end, so we read it then.
We don't read it. We just read the list.
We read the list, yeah.
That's it.
And we don't read the book. We try to find it on Reddit. Give me all of it.
The magazines. The magazines. Who pays for magazines anymore?
Yeah, right.
My 1B, I'm gonna go with R-Truth. He was just comedic gold last week.
Yes, he was.
Where they had a tag match and he was on commentary and he was just commentating and they were getting jumped and the Miz jumped in and he's still commentating. He's like, "No, I'm on commentary, dog." Like,
it's a top day.
And they called around. He was like, "Cut the commercial break." He was just gold this week. But I got to give my 1A to Ricochet and JD McDonagh. That was a good ass match they put together on Monday, and that's something. That's something I want to see more of. Like, give me a couple of those matches sprinkled in. Like, I know you got to do like your rest and hold matches, but give me the all out match every now and then. Maybe do one a show, and those two they didn't put on a hell of a show.
Actually made JD look like JD.
Yeah,
how he was.
Yeah,
you know.
That's somebody that can make him look like that, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like when you just book matches like that. You know, it's like that's sometimes the best part is like you're putting two people that can go in the ring, and those two can really go.
Yes.
We'll get to that a little bit later on.
So on to the jobbers.
I'll kick it off since Ty brought it up. Ricochet better be the WWE Speed Champion. All right. Do we really need a championship for this?
We don't.
Like that.
All right. This is news to me. What is that?
Okay. So Corey came out this week. So next week, Speed's going to kick off on Twitter.
Because remember, I just watch everything that's on TV and everything else background noise.
So all matches will be 3 minutes, and there's going to be a tournament to crown a WWE Speed Champion. So instead of just doing this to be matches, why do we bring in just another belt? I don't know. Like this is before anything's even brought out about it, but it just feels 24/7ish to me already.
It does.
Gimmicky, very gimmicky, and it's just another belt just to be another belt. Like again, Like how many times we talk about too many titles on our shows?
Yeah.
This is the perfect thing for cruiserweights. Why not just have a cruiserweight division?
Bring back 205 Live as Speed.
Yeah, you could have done that. Work the match on the show every now and then.
I thought it was just going to be one match a week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was like whatever would they say the third. So what's that Wednesday? Like I'm expecting every Wednesday they're just going to drop one match. You know, a 3-minute match to watch. Now that they're saying there's going to be a tournament, I'm wondering if this is going to be a little bit more of a produced show or if it will just still be a match. So not sure where this goes, but
now who's all in it? Do you know? Because
I don't know.
He said Ivar, and I wasn't expecting Ivar to be on a show called Speed. I was expecting all high flyers, and I know it's probably just 5-minute matches and can be anybody, but
yeah,
in my mind, I'm thinking just nothing but high flying matches.
But I know it won't happen. But one of the things that got on my mind after Corey announced this week, Eric Bischoff announced that his 83 Weeks podcast was going away or something, and he was starting a new venture. And I was like, wait, Speed's going to be 3 minutes. Didn't know Eric Bischoff always say 3 minutes? I was like, there's a way to bring him back just to be the GM of Speed. You don't even need to have him on there live. You could just do that, like
via
have
satellite.
him do like just backstage stuff and submit it.
The good old Mark Henry. It's time.
Yeah. But yeah, that was when Corey announced. It's not the show that I really have the problem with. Like, I get it.
I wouldn't mind that.
It's funny, but why do we need a championship out of it?
No.
Taco said Alex Wright is the GM of Speed. That
was my main jabroni for the week. So I have something else that we want to talk about, but let's go through Donald, Jason, whoever wants to go next, and then maybe we can do it as another topic.
I'll go. Of course, like you guys said with me last week, NXT. I'm back at NXT for Rhodes.
Ridge Holland's leaving. That wasn't your Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, that wasn't Mount Rushmore.
You said you wanted him off your TV last week.
Lola Vice losing to Natty is a shame. I did not like it. Natty to me is starting to become like Alicia Fox. She's just an old time wrestler just hanging around just for a job. He should have been put out of the pasture years ago. I mean, again, what are you doing down there?
Mm-hmm.
The helping talent's okay, but you don't need to win over Lola Vice unless this is turning into something.
Mm-hmm.
No, it probably isn't.
Yeah. So again, what was the point of burying young talent?
Yeah,
like that on TV.
Like you could have started a Vice challenge with that.
You could have, yes,
off of a win.
Yeah, but whenever I was watching it, I was like, okay, she got her own open challenge. Like, this is pretty cool, something for her to do. You know, she's up and coming. But why not?
I mean, some of the fans didn't want that L either. They would want Vice to win. So,
and then as soon as Natty's music hits, I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we go.
I don't mind her down there working with young talent. It's just put it in a story. Don't have it just a one-off match. Yeah.
It makes sense for her to help out the young talent down NXT just because she lives down there too. Like I think around like Tampa, Orlando.
And she looks so much better in those matches than on the main roster.
True.
Because it's a different style.
Because how many wins do they give her on the main roster?
Yeah.
You know, but Donald, I get your point, but yeah, if you're going to do it right and keep her going on there. Like, just have her help the young talent out more.
Mm-hmm.
Off top, honestly, I can't even think of a jabroni. I enjoy wrestling all this week. So, well, I didn't watch much. I just watched.
If anything, with SmackDown last night,
huh?
You didn't have any problems with SmackDown last night?
To me, it's just it's not living up to It's not living up to the brand it was when it was supposed to be the A show.
I think now that they've said, we're SmackDown's going to USA and Raw's going to Netflix, you definitely feel, at least I've noticed, you definitely feel like that shift of Raw's becoming the A show again.
Mm-hmm. I like parts of SmackDown. I did it. It was good. I like parts of it, but it just didn't. Like when your champ ain't on, The Rock ain't on, it just. I'm taking this place right now.
Well, yeah, SmackDown. SmackDown was hit or miss, on some parts. It wasn't all that great. Like I like the stuff with Jade,
Yeah,
her coming out, then everything that happened at the end was good. I like the EO and Bailey stuff backstage.
Yeah,
that was good.
So,
the Street Profit stuff I didn't care for.
To me, they should have won because I don't like nobody on the SmackDown in this match. I don't like any of their chances. If you'd had Street Profits win, okay, maybe they have a chance of winning at Mania. These other two is just two thrown together tag teams that I don't think they're going to do anything with.
Yeah.
And this was kind of like my 1B for Jabroni. Just like I don't like that they're just starting to throw matches together now just to get people on the card.
Yes,
I'm including this ladder match as part of that. And this was a question I had for you because I didn't see that it was added to the card yet. But is the Legado LWO a match that's going to be on WrestleMania, or have they said when that's happening yet?
Well, they called for that Mania, so it might be on Mania, or you might just get the pre-show treatment.
Oh, that's SmackDown before Mania.
Yeah.
It's just going to be. It's not going to be the whole gang. It's going to be Ray.
It's a tag.
Ray and Dragon. Yeah.
So what did we say a couple weeks ago? And I know Steve's going to come back on next week and bitch at me for saying this, but we brought it up a couple weeks ago saying they should not rush Jade and put her just on the card to put her on the card. And what did they do?
Yeah. You could have built this up. I mean, it was signs, but you could have let this play out a little longer instead of having a debut 1 week and then next week you're on Mania.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the debut, but
it was fine.
Yeah,
they kept it short, so that was good for her. Made her look impressive and do her thing.
Yeah, and they put her in a tag match, so everybody's not going to be like working, to death. Yeah,
you get your pump, kick your power bomb, and get out the ring.
Yeah,
maybe get the pin for your mom.
What do we have in the ladder match? 8 people, right?
Yeah,
or is it more?
There's more.
7 teams.
Okay.
7.
So you got
14 people in the ring.
14 in that match. You got 6 in the women, and then however many is going to be in the LWO Legado match.
It's going to be 2-on-2, but it's going to be it's going to be a brawl somewhere.
All these matches are just okay. Let's get people on the card. It's like I liked it a couple weeks ago when we were studying the card, with Mars, because at that time it was roughly 4 matches on each card.
Oh, like a simple show.
Yeah, and it's just like, okay, this looks like a Triple H event, like a pay-per-view. Each night we'll get 4 or 5 matches maybe, and they'll go the distance. But now we're just starting to add shit. It's like, I don't know about that, but
I'm enjoying both the debuts.
I see more people are going to see it on SmackDown than on AEW, but
I see a lot of people put them against each other. Which one was better? Just enjoy it.
Yeah. And then you don't know how many people are going to be in that the main event tag match on night 1, because everybody's going to jump in that.
Yeah, you might get some extended bloodline.
Everybody's going to jump in that.
And they did announce I think they did announce the Andre the Giant.
Did they?
Did they?
It's going to be on SmackDown.
So I saw.
That's not.
I think I shut off SmackDown about an hour in last night, and I saw them say there's going to be something next Friday, like at 5. Like there's going to be kind of like a kickoff event So it's like we're gonna do a kickoff event, and we're gonna do it's gonna be outside. So we're gonna do a kickoff event, and we're gonna do SmackDown on the same day, plus Hall of Fame after SmackDown next week.
I would not want that ticket.
That's a lot on one day.
Did somebody just hack into our system?
Like, come
You know who it's gonna be.
Cheers, peace. Come on, voice of God.
We hear you.
Rhodes. Mama Rhodes. Do you hear me, Mama Rhodes? I'm in the car in Virginia on the highway.
Going to see Mars.
Yeah. Down here. I just wanted to hop on and, do a little surprise running like The Rock when he showed up on Monday night, and proceeded to whoop Cody Rhodes' ass all over the entire arena, even after the cameras cut. So not sure if you guys talked about that already.
Mm-hmm.
But that was my Mount Rushmore this week, with Swerve and Takeshita coming in second.
That was also on there.
Yep.
There you go. Look,
that was Donald's Mount
great
Rushmore.
minds think alike. I'm not even on the pod, and people are already thinking like me. That's tremendous. Good job, fellas. Good job.
Well, what's the guru here?
Yep.
What is your
Oh, you're breaking up now.
You hit that tunnel?
In the mountains.
Got the mountains and the Wi-Fi is going away. I can see.
That's right. No, but I just wanted to hop on and say what's up. I was in the middle of eating breakfast.
Have a good trip
so
this weekend, man.
Catch the start of the show. But I got something for y'all whenever I come back.
Ty said,
get your mic right before you talk shit.
Well, I got the sunroof open. It's warm, the air crackling. So yeah, it may not be my microphone. Just
what are you talking about? Warm?
She's down in Virginia.
It don't matter, man. Close that damn sunroof. Lights out.
Get past that Mason-Dixon light.
This is completely different.
It's south down there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm back. I reconnected. I'm rebooted up. Hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, I'm out. Suck it. I'll see you later.
Have a good weekend, bud.
You were. Welcome to episode 181 of the Dumb Marks Podcast.
Part 2.
181A. Papa Rhodes.
Oh.
Mama Rhodes is part 1. Papa Rhodes tells you the other story on part 2.
He always goes out with a bang. Shut the whole show down.
So we had a little technical glitch whenever Steve logged off there. So sorry about that, guys. This is the first time that's ever happened on here. So
yeah. So whenever we do this, nobody running no more.
No,
no more running.
You off the show. You off the show.
Yeah,
Steve, typical Steve. Oh, I'm leaving the show. Show's over with. No one else is gonna pay attention.
I don't even know where we go. I forgot where we even last talked about.
So Steve's we had already touched on, so nothing new that we hadn't already discussed on there.
Mm-hmm.
Jason, did you go over? No, you didn't have a jabroni, so
no.
We were just kind of
we were talking about SmackDown as a whole.
Oh yeah,
and Jade, yeah. So.
All right.
I had okay. Back to real quick.
The only other,
I
was gonna say the only other what jobber that I had for the week was just the lack of Roman on TV. You guys touched on it last week. It just don't seem like the title is important. It just seems like Rock and Cody or like the main event.
It really does.
It does.
And then you're doing if you're doing the Andre Invitational on SmackDown next week, I don't want to see Roman on that show.
No.
It's like a throwaway show.
The past couple years, yeah, it has been. Did they announce any other matches besides Andre for next week?
No, I don't think.
Okay.
But then that's good because that takes me back to Roman and Cody, or Rock and Cody. And people asking, what's Roman's match for the Mania? Because you're so interested in Cody and Roman, or Cody and Rock right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Rock's supposed to be on Raw this week, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's announced for there. Is Roman announced for anything this week?
Did they say something about Roman being on Monday too?
I didn't see anything.
Okay. I thought I might have heard something, but yeah, probably not.
That one surprised me. I mean, if you go 2 weeks though, leading up to Mania without Roman,
yeah,
that's bad.
If that's the case, take the belt off the man. Finish the story there. Just finish the story. I don't want it to happen, but if this is how you're going to go into Mania, not being on the last 2 shows, just finish the story.
And how we always say during Mania season, imagine if The Rock or Stone Cold back in their prime took all like missed days.
They didn't take any weeks off.
No, they didn't. No.
I wasn't horrible up until Brock came around.
Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. Because even when Cena was champ, Cena was there all the whole time.
Yeah.
Leading up to Mania.
Building up each week.
Mm-hmm.
To me, this feels like they're playing with the people. It's like you wanted Rock and Roman, or you wanted Rock and Roman. Then Cody popped in. Then you wanted Cody and Roman to finish the story. Now they're like, we'll throw you to Rock. Now you want Rock Cody more than you want Rock and Roman, or Cody and Roman.
Make your minds up. Make your minds up.
But at the same time, that's what they're giving you.
Yeah, true.
It's like, so it's not that, Rock's not around, like he's the one not on, people wanting that. It's like he's the one that's on. So
yes,
like that's the way it feels like you're going more than anything. And where's Triple H at?
He's never supposed to be in it. Hey,
I get but he started kind of kicked this off, I'm the boss here, not you.
And that's all.
And he hasn't been on.
Yeah, there you go. That's all you need to say. He is the boss. You don't have to show up.
No, you got to show up. You got to be that.
Well, he might be the boss, but he ain't the final boss. So there you go.
Full circle now.
Yep.
Do you think that plays anything in Mania?
No, I don't need all kind of the story stuff extended and that stuff. Mania just needs to be the fights themselves.
Okay.
It don't need to be story like more storytelling, like story layering. That's what Raw and SmackDown is for.
Yeah.
Yes. When the event comes, it's just the event. Yeah, it's just like no more storytelling during the Super Bowl. You just played the damn game. That's it. You missed your opportunity.
I mean, it's kind of like the whole, do you need more than one boss at a time, I guess, in a way. So if The Rock keeps saying, he's the final boss and, he's on the board, do you really need Triple H to be there at the same time? If it's not going a power struggle type dynamic, it's probably better that it's just The Rock.
I feel like that should come after Mania.
Yeah, because I mean, you got the GMs on TV and you got The Rock, so it's like if you guys
too many.
Add,
it's too much. Less is more.
For a lot of different stuff on TV on their programming.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it don't seem like the GMs have any say on The Rock anyway. Like on TV. Like I don't see Nick Aldis going up to Rock at all.
No.
He goes up to Heyman. That's about how high he goes up to. Or whenever Roman's on TV, But yeah, I never saw all this intermingle with The Rock yet.
No.
Not too much Roman either.
Oh.
Yeah. You see Pierce talk to The Rock?
Yeah, I've only seen Pierce. Oh no, I did. He did have a sit down. He's like, "Why didn't you come through me when you made this decision?" I'm the GM.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sit down. That was one time I seen him interact. Other than that, he was talking to Paul to talk to Roman.
Yeah, that's it.
Bored.
Anything else before we jump into our game?
Nothing else.
Nothing.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Nothing on the TNA ROH front. I mean, why did I even say ROH?
Definitely not on the ROH front.
No.
All
I see is the women's division, and that's
maybe we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah.
It's just we mentioned it before. Young Bucks and Private Party, hell of a match. Again, it was just like their match 5 years ago, and just the results was different. But kudos to both of them.
Yeah, I watched TNA this week. You know, some good. This was the first episode this week from their tapings in Philly last weekend. You know, we talked about the behind the scenes changes in the company, and there was like some slight changes that I'm noticing, like to production. Like they adjusted the set a little bit this week. I like the way they did it. I've noticed a little bit the past couple weeks. I've noticed a slight change to the look, like in the ring production.
What, TNA?
Tony Kornheiser, I know we all know him. I don't know if you know him, but he has a podcast called "This Show Stinks," and that's the way he always talks about his show. Like, this show stinks. That can be our tagline. This show is. But yeah, I think TNA, like, it's match wise and stuff's going the same. I see some changes in their production, so we'll see as they bring in new talent and whatever, you know, coming soon. We'll see how that continues to grow.
Now, do they have anything big on this going to Mania?
They don't. No.
They don't? Okay.
Yeah. TNA has nothing. Yeah. So they were there, you know, last week, you know, so they were there 2 weeks before in Philly. They have in the past done some stuff Mania weekend.
That's a shock. Normally you have like
everybody,
I mean, like, you know, like the well-known promotions doing something during Mania. Yeah, so it's just going to be like all the local indie scene around Philly, in New York, New Jersey. That might be something.
Yeah, more so with that. Ring of Honor will be there, of course.
That's AEW. You might as well say AEW is going to be there.
But yeah, like AEW, like isn't like their main. I don't even know. I know like the show's next week. I don't know if it is actually in Philly or not, but I know I don't even know where the show's at next week. But their TNA's building up to their pay-per-view, which is a month away. So.
Okay.
But thanks for tuning in every week.
Yeah, somebody watching.
Yeah. Steve ever send you your shirt yet?
So let's hop into our game. Something simple. All right. I want you to pick your ultimate WrestleMania match. Any wrestler, any era, any time period, any promotion that you would like to see main event, that you would have loved to see main event WrestleMania.
This is tough.
Yeah.
This is really tough. Do you want to kick off with yours? Do you have something specific in mind?
For me, because right off the bat, because I was actually thinking of this for like one of my games, but I like to see Savage when he was heel against Hogan. So that gimmick of Savage.
It's like WrestleMania 5-ish.
So yeah, I guess a WrestleMania 5-ish Savage against DX Shawn Michaels back in '97.
Interesting.
For the Winged Eagle WWF title.
That could be a really interesting match.
Straight match. Just regular straight match.
Like the first thing that came to my mind was HBK versus Ospreay.
Any specific timeline?
No, just I mean, I would have taken any HBK.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now this more so this current Ospreay.
This current one?
Yeah, because I know before he was more flips and moves. Now he's
More
grounded, more power. Yeah.
I can't think of another one.
Would you like a spot fest or a storytelling match?
Storytelling.
Okay.
I mean, I think we're gonna do Shawn around the ring here. I'm thinking WrestleMania 12 era Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
You know, boyhood dream versus 2004-ish AJ Styles.
I was thinking that.
Like, see two of them kind of like, and being young, you know, but able to do a little bit more. Like, not as limited in the ring. Not that either one of them were ever limited towards the end, but you know how much more, a little more fast that they were in the ring. You know, those at that point.
I was thinking of WrestleMania 25 Shawn against New Japan AJ.
Okay, that'd be good.
Both more experienced, you know, a little later in their careers, but still had the agility to do some of the stuff they did when they were younger.
Yeah. I mean, I would like the matches that we were never given too.
Yeah.
You know, that the Hogan Flair, you know, in WWF, the Undertaker Sting, you know, in their prime.
Rock Shawn Michaels.
Rock Shawn.
Apparently
that was never going to happen. But
give me a Cody and Rick.
You talking about storytelling?
I would just love to see the storytelling in that. Just
that would go Broadway probably.
With some awards. I'm
gonna chop you like I chopped your daddy.
That would be good.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Jason.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many you could really pick out of this, though. I mean, just. Trying to think of, like, you could even go ECW Taz, you know, like the submission he was versus, you know, at the time, Bret Hart was like the submission person in WWF, and have like those two go. I know you'd love to see Bret Hart get choked out, so.
Choked out. Would not love to see that match. Taz and Perfect.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay. Upgraded.
Huh? Yeah, that would definitely be a good one there.
Yeah.
This
segment of the Dumbmarks podcast brought to you by WWE 2K24.
You speaking of that, if you really want to see a technical fest, the Dean Malenko versus Mr. Perfect.
Ooh. Yeah. Good call. Not so much you know, the other matches we were talking about, like they would have killed it on the mic. That one, I don't know so much, but the match.
The match, yeah, I'm talking about the match. Yeah.
There'd be no good build to that match.
The stare down.
Bobby Heenan just making fun of Dean Malenko like for 8 weeks.
But for main event, my first one I said with Macho Man and that version of Shawn Michaels.
I might put Cody and Rick over the HBK and Ospreay.
With that storytelling at its best there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know the best to do it.
You know, both will bleed.
Every move is a novel.
Blonde hair turning red. All 60 minutes of that match.
Both families sit inside, ringside.
And everybody cried. Everybody cried. Families cried. They cried.
I can see it. Oh, God.
Everybody cried.
So if it's in WWE, yes, everybody cries. If it's in AEW, the families brawl on the outside.
Yeah, that was
damn Taquan.
Ty, you just remember everything.
Yes.
Your memory is unbelievable.
How old are you, Taekwondo? I feel like you just watched this shit. You're probably like 18, 19. You get that fresh memory.
Yeah, my memory ain't fresh anymore.
No.
So we have to do research for the show.
Still got a little bit.
You saw how long it took me to struggle just to make that match.
Anything before we
different eras.
Anything before we close out? No.
I think we hit on everything that I had.
Okay. Okay. Quote of the week. On April Fool's Day, believe nothing, trust no one, just like any other day. With that being said, I'm a Mark, you're a Mark, tell it Mark, and happy April Fool's Day tomorrow.